Good morning. It's Sunday, the 25th of February 2018. Yes, gang, 2 months now since Christmas. The first Noel. Yes, since Jesus was born on this earth. The angel did say, Adest fidelis. Oh, Christmas tree, oh, Christmas tree. The first Noel. I think we should start singing the Christmas songs early this year. Oh, can you hear me? Now, why isn't my little meter going up and down on there? I usually have a little meter going up. Can you hear me? Looks like you can hear me. I've got a little meter over there. It's not moving. Oh, that one is. You must be able to hear me. One moment, I shall check my messages. Very, very important. I'm just dreadful. Oh, you can. Okay, that's strange. How strange and mysterious. Why isn't that moving? Just a minute. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. No, that's not moving. Oh. Oh, well, never mind. As long as you can hear me, that's all that matters to me, my darlings. As long as you can hear my little dulcet tones. And it's cold. Oh, this ain't the end of it, dear. I've already been out this morning, 20 past 7. I was on my bike, very cold. I managed to get on my bike. I still got a bad back at the moment. I'll tell you about that in a minute. Managed to get on my bike to and from church. Very, very cold this morning indeed. Yes, and that's not where it's going to start. Look at the weather forecast. I got this off the Sky News site this morning. That's the old Sky jingle from the 80s. You don't know that one, do you? Never mind. But would you like me to look it up and see if I can find it for you? One moment, please. Sky, I think it was Sky Movies, possibly. One moment, please. We do like jingles on the programme, don't we? You like jingles? I like jingles as well. One moment, and I shall read some of your messages coming in. Sky Movies. Let's see if we can find that. I'm not finding it. Would that mean 1980s, perhaps? One moment, please. Look at me looking up all this stuff for you this morning. Got loads to chat about today. 1980s. Let's try that. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Promo late 1980s. Let's have a listen. Nope, that's not it. Nope, that's not it. Sky Movie. Here we go. Da 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 da. Here it comes. Da 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 da. Here it comes.
This is Sky Television.
Do you remember it? I love it!
For the very best in film entertainment, welcome to Sky Movie.
Yeah! Do you reckon it'd be alright if I nicked that for use of myself? Do you reckon? That's the old Sky Movies jingle. Anyway, from the Sky Movie website, this morning, boys and girls, heavy snow is expected to hit most of the UK in just a day's time. Boys and girls, it's going to start tonight. It's going to start tonight as a cold blast of air known as the Beast from the East. Oh, hang on. North, south, east. Is that east? Yeah, east. No, north, south, east. Oh, the beast from the east is going to blow on you all. Yes, be aware. Be very aware. Furs are needed. Obviously not proper furs. Can't see the point in killing an animal to wear its skin. What's all that about, kids? Come on, you don't need to do that anymore. No, there are very good artificial things. I'd like to point out I'm not artificial, although I do not want to be skinned alive and have my skin worn. Forecasters say the freezing weather could bring travel disruption and power cuts as Britain faces its coldest February in 5 years. Yes, 5 years, boys and girls. Severe weather warnings have been issued for England, Wales, Scotland and Northern Ireland with snow showers forecast on Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday as temperatures are expected to drop close to minus 15 centigrade. What's that in Fahrenheit? Oh, my God. I don't know the formula for that, I'm afraid. I can't tell you what the formula for that is. Is it like, I think it's minus 15. I think the formula is +2 divide by 1. So 15, 14, 13, divide by 1, 13. So that must be minus 13 Fahrenheit. Is that correct? I think you'll find that's correct. Yes. And it goes on. The Met Office said there is potential for travel delays on roads. Rural communities could be cut off. Whoa. I also heard that mobile phones may be affected. How is that? I don't understand how that is. Snow doesn't affect mobile phone signals, does it? Strange. Now, forecaster Marco Petagna. Now, what can he know about the English weather? He's obviously Italian with a name like that. Marco Petagna. You know, do they have snow in Italy? Do they? Not only on the mountains, dear. How many of them in Italy live in the mountains? I'm sure they don't have snow in Italy. Why have they got someone in from Italy to do the weather forecast? Don't understand. It said 10 centimetres of snow is expected. 10 centimetres. So in inches, that's about 10 times 2. So that's 20. That is plus 30. So it's 20, 30, 40, 50 inches. 20. So that's 12, 24, 36, 48, 60. So 6 foot of snow is expected. At least 6 foot of snow outside your front door tomorrow. Don't worry, I shall do an extra show tomorrow for you. Around about 9 o'clock in the morning, boys and girls. Do not think you need to suffer alone. I will suffer with you. And if there is no snow outside my front door, I shall have some shoveled in and shoved outside my front door. Because we need to suffer, like Theresa May says, we are in this together. What was that, David Cameron? We are in this together. We are in this together, boys and girls. I will not have you under snow if I'm not under snow myself. So watch out from the beast from the east. The beast from the east. I love it. The beast from the east. Okay, let's say hello to some of you this morning. Good morning to James Clark joining us. First message in the morning. Congratulations to James Clark. You're not usually first in, are you, my love? You must be really bored this morning, aren't you? You've been hanging around that computer waiting for me to start my little show, haven't you, my darling? Good morning, James. Good morning, Heidi, who turned up at the karaoke last Monday and sung us a nice little song as well, didn't you, Heidi? Very nice, darling. Good morning, Diane Jeb. Russ, Philip Vernon's there. David Mallam. Good morning, David. Good morning to Vectis. How is the electric tin opener? Vectis wants to know. Oof. I'm afraid I am not successful in the use of the electric tin opener. I am trying and I am failing. I thought it was the tin opener. So I got my mate to come round. My mate came round yesterday afternoon. He's coming round at some point this morning. He may even pop his head round the door while we were on air, you know, hoping that he can get his little face on my programme. Desperate for the popularity that I have, you know. But I won't have it, don't worry. If he comes in, I'll go off air very quickly. I'd say goodbye quickly and run the credits. That's what I'll do, so that he doesn't interfere with our personal chat. It's only you and me, that chat. In the morning, you know, remember that it's only you and me. We're not having anyone else involved. No, we can't have that, dear. Yes. So the electric tin opener. Ronnie came round. I said, "Have a go at this, would you?" And I cannot lie to you. He took a tin, he put it under there, and round it went straight away. No problem. There's me. I just can't do it. How can you not work an electric tin opener? It just doesn't work for me. I'm putting this thing under and it nothing's going up. The thing doesn't go in. I don't get it. I may have to. I'll give it another couple of days, and if not, I'll have to send it back to Amazon. I can't work the damn electric tin opener. Kenwood it is. It's not a crap mate. Kenwood, you know. Why is it so difficult? And I keep getting through tin openers. I said this to you the other day. I'm on my 3rd one this year. You start turning it, and eventually it just doesn't turn anymore. What's all that about? Don't get it. Morning, Adam the plumber. Morning. Good morning, Merlin, who's had a bit of an accident there. Merlin has managed to... Now, what is it he said earlier? I did have a look on his website. One moment, please. I will refer to his Facebook profile. Merlin sneezed this morning. Now, what is it he did? One moment, please. Merlin's... There we are. He's just been doing some painting and he sneezed and headbutted the wall that he'd just painted. Is this some perversion that you're into? You know, sneezing and painting walls at the same time. How on earth do you manage to sneeze and headbutt a wall when it's just been painted? How'd you do that? My wall downstairs in the living room has got this green. It's like a green colour, not dissimilar to. Oh, you can't. It's in front of me. The green, not dissimilar to the green in this room. And the bloke done it while I was away, and I came back. I'm sitting there. I left my mate to oversee the operation, so to speak. And I'm sitting there. Oh, it's nice. I said, why is there a paint mark there? And Ronnie said, I noticed there was a little bit thin there, so I've just brushed over it. It'll disappear, it'll fade in time. Well, 8 years later, not faded yet, mate. Can't leave things alone, dear. Why can't you just stick to the plan? I hate things that when they're not stuck to the plan. Poor Merlin. Headbutted the wall and sneezed. Here's a bit of advice for you boys and girls. If you've got a dodgy stomach and you're using a public shower, you know, shared with lots of other lads or ladies, do not sneeze and bend over at the same time. This is very, very dangerous. That's all I'm saying on the subject. All I'm saying on the subject. Good morning, Ray Reynolds. Anything can happen in the next hand higher fire. It certainly can, Ray. Good news, Ray Reynolds is now almost fully recovered from the flu. I'm pleased to hear that, Ray. So he'll be back tomorrow night singing and hopefully keeping his place in the queue this week. Dear me, I forgot Ray Reynolds the other week. I got so far down the list and he sent someone over. Ray says, have you missed him out of the queue? Oh, well, you thought it was the end of the world, dear. You know, you thought you'd gone into the supermarket and they'd run out of milk for your tea. You thought you were waiting for a plane and it had already taken off. That's how bad it was. Because I'd missed him out of the queue. What it is with Ray, he plays the ukulele. And when I'm doing the karaoke, you give me your requests, I put them in the queue. You type it in, it queues them automatically in the computer, okay? So all the karaoke songs are listed there. When someone new comes in, they slide in somewhere. They don't necessarily go to the bottom, depending on how long everyone else has been waiting. If everyone's waiting an hour, then they do go to the bottom. But you've got to be in early, you see. That's I have to be fair to everyone. Now, because Ray plays the ukulele and doesn't sing from the system, I have to physically remember where he is in the queue. And poor fading memory, boys and girls. Alzheimer's is rapidly setting in, and I forgot him. Oh, God's sake. He started throwing glasses and everything at me on the stage. Terrible. Terrible. Good morning to Kaz this morning. Richard Leadham's in Australia. And Bell Records are behind you, are they? That is correct. That's my Barry Manilow Mandy thing there. Morning SOS Gregorian. Kevin Webster's there. I hate the snow, I have to tell you. I really hate the snow. And ice as well. We've got just up there a burst, like not a main water main, but a water, well, I don't know what you call them, a water main that's burst up the road there. Okay, they were working on it Friday. I went past it yesterday afternoon. Water is gushing out of this thing and there are no workmen anywhere. They've just left it. Literally. And of course, I've gone up the road today on my bike. And fortunately, it's not coming down the main road. It's going sort of veering off to the left. And it's just like a sheet of ice across the floor. You know, terrible. How can you just leave a water main pumping out water all over the road like that? And in weather like this? Madness, madness. Good morning to Anne Taplin, Duvet Days. We don't do Duvet Days, Anne. That is a terrible, terrible waste of time. Duvet Days, where you sit under the duvet and do nothing. Thank you. Kaz says, -5 degrees centigrade would be 5 degrees Fahrenheit. Oh, I'm sure that's incorrect, Kaz. I reckon it's more like -70 degrees Fahrenheit it's going to be today. Absolutely. Good morning to Paul Dow. Morning, Paul. Hello, sir. You need a diploma for the tin opening. Buy packets, not tins. Well, you can't. Well, not be the baked beans, dear. You can't buy them. I mean, you would say, you know, get the tins with the rings on. The baked beans that I like, the Branson baked beans, they don't have a ring on the top, which is why I have to keep buying blooming tin openers. I don't know why they keep breaking. And the last one I bought, it was all metal, and I thought, well, that one's not going to break. You know, a few weeks later, the damn thing won't turn again. How does that happen? Someone tell me what I'm doing blooming wrong with these tin openers. Good morning to Sarah Lulace. Morning, Sarah. Nice to see you. Over on the other systems, on YouTube, Joanna's there. Paul Mosley's there. Morning, Paul. Who blames Jeremy Corbyn for the weather? Absolutely. It's all his fault, isn't it? It's all his fault. I notice actually, funnily enough, when you tell jokes about, like, the right, generally everyone laughs. Have you noticed that? If you just like tell a little joke about Theresa May, and I'm very partial to jokes about anyone, to be honest. I like to joke about anyone and anything. Okay? And you have a little bit of a giggle. When people say, and you know I'm a fan of Theresa May, I do not hide that. I'm a fan of Theresa May. People tell jokes about her, what was a bloke on the radio saying, her face always seems to be fighting with itself. It's quite amusing. And little jokes like that. I notice that when people tell jokes that are kind of on the right, everyone laughs. When people tell jokes about people that are on the left, everyone on the left gets really upset, don't they? Have you noticed that? It's a bit like religions. Now, you've seen the newspapers when they start joking around Easter and all that, jokes about Christianity and all. They print them in the paper. Well, we have a little laugh. But not in the Muslim religion. They go mad. Why is that? Why is it one group of people have a sense of humour and another group of people don't? Don't get that. Strange and mysterious. That's what it is. Oh, yes, it is indeed. So the back is still giving me a little bit of a problem. I'm certainly mobile now. But I am. It's hurting a bit now, even, and it's on the sort of back on the left. It's on the left, and it's like a bone there. That's kind of. I'm just moving it up and down a little bit with my hand, but that's hurting quite a lot. Going from sort of getting out of bed is a bit difficult, and going from kneeling down to standing up is a bit difficult as well. Sitting down in the chair downstairs in a certain way doesn't seem to be too bad. And if you weren't with us on Friday, I bent down to pick up this box of paper, and I was sitting down there, and the box was far too heavy, even to pick up. Even if I was, bending down, there was like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's about 7 reams of paper in this box, and I bent down and tried to pick the whole thing up. I mean, how stupid am I? And I was saying that to Vivian this morning in church. She noticed I was having a bit of trouble going between kneeling and sitting and standing, because we do that in the Catholic Church. We're down, up the whole time. The whole thing is, it's a bit of an exercise as well. If you do want to come to our church on a Sunday, you get a bit of a free workout as well, and a dinner, and something to drink. Oh, it goes on forever. Don't get that in other religions. No, don't get it. Singing, we got everything. Singing, dinner, something to drink, exercise, bit of comedy. Oh, it's fab. You should come. Huh? Anyway, so it is still giving me a problem. Getting on the bike, difficult. Cycling, no problem. No problem at all cycling. Can't even feel the problem. Funny, isn't it? So it is still giving me a problem at the moment. I thought it would be a couple of days and it would be all right. It's going to be a bit longer, I think. So one of those things. Yesterday, I went to pick up my bike from Halfords because that's been repaired. £58 that cost me, which is okay. Yeah, that's all right. He had to replace the derailleur gear thing on the back, which was all bent up. My bike picked up a stick the other day, and instead of stopping, I just carried on, and it mangled all the gears up. So I replaced that thing not the actual, what are they called? The cassette. He didn't replace a cassette, just the gear thing that moves it up and down. Whatever that's called. So I had to replace that and the bracket that it was on. And I put 2 lights on there because I didn't have any lights on there. So £58 for that. And but I always find it quite embarrassing. The boy looks you up and down there, He said, "Do you want me to carry it down the stairs for you, mate?" "Oh, yes, please," as I've got a bad back. It's like, as if you're unable to do anything like that anymore because you've gone over the age of 20 years old. Anyway, I had a nice chat with him, actually. And I said, I quite like the look of those electric bikes. I said, but I don't see the point. Because cycling is one of those things where you're doing it partly to try and keep a little bit fit, aren't you? So if you get an electric bike, doesn't that defeat the object? And he said, well, yes and no. He said, you don't have to have it on full. You can have it on sort of half, and it will assist Like when you're going up hills and things like that. It's all a bit pricey, £1,250 for a bike. He said, oh, you don't want to buy one now. Wait for the sales. They have really good offers on electric bikes on the sales. I said, oh, yeah. He said, yeah, that'll come down about £300 or £400. Wow. Wow. But still, you know, £800 for a bike. I buy cheap bikes, don't you? About 200 quid. Mind you, I bought one once from Argos. Oh, this is about 20 years ago. And I was cycling along, and suddenly it was I was cycling along, and suddenly the seat dropped down. I thought, what's happened there? The seat's dropped down. No, the thing had come unwelded on the side of the bike. I could have died. No one cares. Look, no one cares. No one cares. No one cares. Gear selector, boa selector. That's the one you want, boa selector. Kaz says, have anyone told you look like Christopher Eccleston, Doctor Who? Yes, many times, Kaz. Christopher Eccleston. And who's that? Who was that thug who used to play football? What's his name? He became an actor. Vinnie Jones. I've been told Vinnie Jones. And also Boy George. Strangely enough. Come on, chameleon. Deep heat I've got, Ray. My mate sprayed it on my back. It didn't really do anything. That deep heat didn't do anything at all. Mind you, I think it is. Does it go out of date, deep heat? Because we just got it out of the cupboard. I'm sure it's about three years out of date. The last time I did that, when I bought that, I had that bad back at the after doing the quiz at the King's Head Theatre Bar. Do you remember that? That's when I bought that. That's got to be 2 years old, that has. Oh, dear. Paul says Diane Abbott jokes are certainly not allowed. Oh, they go mad. Oh, don't say that about our Diane. Oh, get real. Do you actually think jokes are, like, purposely said to upset people? No, you are the ones who are upset. It's funny. The day I stopped laughing at life. Oh, dear, we're not having any of that. Tiger Balm. I don't know what that is, Kevin. What is Tiger Balm? Eh? Don't know what that is. So that's that. So I got me bike. Oh, I bought something new. Do you want to see it? Do you want to see what I've bought? Good sale. £18. 19, 20, 21.50 with the delivery. Why is it £3.50 to deliver something? Anyway, here it is. Look at this. Now this was reduced. Hang on, I've got the label in the bin somewhere. I can't remember what it was. I'll look for it in a minute. Look at this new dressing gown. Isn't that lovely? Nice and thick. From who made it? Howick. Established 06. Oh, only been around for 10 years. Look, isn't that nice? Look at this. Lovely. This is, and it's all toweling and cotton. I can't wear fleece. I notice with fleece, I get electric shocks all the time. Does that happen to you? Oh, it's terrible. Terrible electric shocks I get from stuff. Anyway, look at that. And this is lovely. It's very thick and nice and warm. So I ordered that from House of Fraser. And the reason I ordered... should I really tell you this? Oh, yeah, all right. The reason I ordered this is I only had one. Now, I'm sure I had another one somewhere that my mate bought me years ago. But I can't find it anywhere. So I only had one. And what happens is, on a night off, I might change into this. You know, sort of early evening. And then I go and do my cooking or eating dinner. And I kept getting all food on here. Yeah, and after a few days, it starts getting crusty and thinking, oh, I'd like to, I want another one to wear. And of course, I haven't got one. So you end up wearing it for weeks and it's getting crustier and crustier around the bits of arm where it's like kind of dropped into baked beans or something like that. Does that happen to you? Huh? Or, you might have it on and then, I'm a bit of a messy eater, I must admit. You're eating your dinner and, it's gone down the front. And of course, if you haven't got a spare one, you just have to keep wearing it, don't you? What can you do? And it's starting to get a bit dirty. And, you go like that and it's all rough where the food is dried and stuck to the front of your dressing gown. So that's why I ordered a new one. And my other one is at this moment in the washing machine, boys and girls, being washed. So that's a new one there. £18 that cost me. £3.50 delivery. Now, that was reduced. I did have the receipt here somewhere. What those tissues in? Let me see where that is. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Hello. Look at this. Hello. Oh, look, you're so much closer now. I'm going to read your messages through these. Anne says, now you are ready for a duvet day. I'm not having any duvet days, Anne. No duvet days. I can make you even closer than this. Are you ready? Look. Oh, woo, woo. Yeah. Thank you. Let's have a look. It's cream. Very good. Let's have a look. Reduced from £55, look, to £18. That's not bad, is it? So I've got a good bargain there. My new dressing gown. Perhaps you'd like to come and see me in it privately, would you, Anne? Eh? Would you like that, Anne? Would you like to come round to my house and sit with me with just my dressing gown on? Would you like that? We could have a duvet day together. Yeah, you keep your hands above the duvet. Thank you very much, Anne. Hang on, let me drink this because it's nearly cold. This is my cat's mug, as purchased for me by the lovely Wendy Young a little while ago. Good. There we are. Wendy's doing very well. She's on the Slimmers World at the moment. She's gone, I think, below 11 stone now, which is very, very good. Very good indeed. Good. So that's what I bought there. Let me have a look here. What am I going to tell you here? News. Have you noticed how the Chrome website annoyingly keeps playing videos with the sound on? Now, you will have noticed this while I've been doing my show. Sometimes I go to a news story and noise starts coming through. Well, it was the websites playing these very annoying advertising videos. You can now block entire sites. And I'm going to tell you how to do this. If you're sitting in front of a computer now, it's very, very easy. So you bring up a site. Okay, take the site I'm on at the moment. All right? Facebook. YouTube, something like that. Now, if you right-click, if you've got to be in Chrome. This is to do with the Chrome browser. If you right-click on it, and it'll say New tab, Reload, Duplicate, Pin tab, then it says Mute Site. Can you see that there? Mute Site. All you're going to do is click on that, and it will mute the sound. Not only will it mute the sound, it will remember that. It won't play again. So every time you go on Facebook, the sound won't come out unless you unmute it. Obviously, you wouldn't do it to Facebook. So if you now go on websites and there's sound playing and you've turned up the little volume and the little window and it's still not playing, you've probably muted it. So that's very, very useful. Once again, on Chrome, so you've got a tab open, okay? Right-click on the tab, and you'll see it, New tab, Reload, Duplicate, Pin tab, and it's the fifth one down. Mute Site. Just click on Mute Site, and you won't get that annoying sound coming through and automatically playing adverts through your computer. Okay? How useful is that? Best news of the day, that one, I must say. Good. Anne says, listening to Barry and watching you as well. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. You're very, very kind. Now, some news stories for you today. How about illegally importing drugs into the country? Is that something that appeals to you, lovey? You know, is there a little bit of money to be made there? Andrew says, I hate auto-playing videos on news pages or news sites that auto-play so fast you can't stop them. You haven't got to do that now, Andrew. I've told you what to do. Open in Chrome, right-click on the tab at the top and mute site. And it will remember anything on that site, it won't play it anymore. It's fantastic. Anyway, on Sky, that's twice today I've got a story of Sky. On the Sky News website this morning, look at this. 2 men have been arrested after a kilogram. Now, what's a kilogram? So in pounds, that's a kilogram plus, that's about 4 stone. 4 stone worth of cocaine was found in a pair of fake buttocks. Fake buttocks at Lisbon Airport. Is that Portugal, is Lisbon? I've not been to Portugal. A Brazilian man carrying the 2 cushion-like implants which were attached to a pair of swimming trunks was detained by Portugal's anti-narcotics agency. Later, another man was arrested at a train station under suspicion of being due to receive the drugs. What, in his bum? It is not yet clear how the police discovered the haul. Well, it's obvious to me. The policemen in Portugal are obviously going around pinching bums, looking for drugs. Oh, what a fab idea. You can use that as an excuse now in the Houses of Parliament. You know, when someone takes you to court and said, you know, he touched my bum and I didn't give him permission to do that, you can now say, yes, I was checking for drugs. Look on the Sky News website. That's what they do in Portugal. What an excellent idea. We've now got excuses to touch each other again. The cocaine stashed in the fake buttocks was equivalent to at least 5,000 individual portions of the drugs. Please, is that what you have to ask for when you want some of this stuff? Could I have a portion of cocaine, please? Is it dearer than a portion of chips? That is the question. I'd prefer to have the chips with lashings of tomato sauce and vinegar on them. Or no, sorry, one or the other. I don't like to mix the two, do you? You either have tomato sauce or vinegar on chips. If you're on Slimming World, then you add the vinegar. Don't have the tomato sauce. Oh my God, there's so many sins in that. It's unbelievable. Unbelievable. I had a few sins this weekend. I had two pieces of large pieces of birthday cake on Friday and one piece yesterday. We had a birthday last night. It was Peter's 77th birthday. Where I was working last night, and he had a nice buffet. I didn't have any buffet. I had one piece of birthday cake, and the blooming act turned up again. Like it's always late, this particular act, who will remain nameless. Oh, maybe no, I won't tell you who it is. Always late, this act. So it makes me late getting out. It's not fair to everyone else. It really isn't fair to everyone else. I'm never late. Never, ever, ever late unless something terrible has happened. I'm never late. I hate lateness. I find it rude, really rude to turn up late, and it's unfair to everyone else. Your customers in there, what time is the show? Oh, it's 10:30. Okay, 11 o'clock. You said it was going to be 10:30. So you start taking flack for someone else who can't get there on time. Rude. That's what it is, rude. Drug possession and use is decriminalised. Oh, drug possession and use is decriminalised in Portugal. I didn't know that. But drug trafficking may incur prison sentences of up to 12 years. So there we are. So perhaps you shouldn't be doing it after all. But there we are. Hide it in your buttocks. I think I might need some false buttocks. I've noticed as I've got a little older, my bum has disappeared. Have you noticed that, girls? Is that what happens? As you get older, your bum disappears. Merlin says, did you get paid for the overtime? No, and I wouldn't expect to either, to be honest, Merlin. I can see where you're coming from there, yeah. I can see where you're coming from, but it's not fair. It's not fair when people are late all the time. Good morning to Ray Reynolds. Oh, I said good morning. He says, Kay Burley has fake buttocks and says, are you paying for Sky items? Has she got fake buttocks, Kay Burley? The worst ever news presenter of all time, Kay Burley on Sky News. What a miserable cow that is. Do you think she's related to that Beckham woman? The pair of them are so miserable. But generally, I don't know what that is about, girls. Why are you so miserable a lot of the time? Is there some reason for that? You know, only yesterday I was cycling back from Halfords on my bike. Okay, and I'm coming round a corner, and there were four little boys, between 5 and 8 years old, I suppose, and they come hurtling round the corner straight at me. So I pulled over the side, and I just laughed. I just laughed because they're only little boys, and that's the sort of thing they're not aware of accidents or anything like that, are they? And one of them, and the older one, I suppose. Oh, sorry, that's all right. Carry on. And the dad's coming around the corner. He looked at me, and I went like that, and he laughed. Mother, face like thunder, face like thunder, like it was my fault for being on there as well. At the same time, what is wrong with you, girls? You are so miserable a lot of the time. Why is that? It's the same in the supermarket. Pushing the trolley. Miserable as sin. Little husband, you know, a little bit behind, you know, looking at... Are you coming? Are you coming? What's up, girls? Come on, lighten up a bit. Life can't be that bad, can it? What is wrong, ladies? Cheer up a bit. Not all of you. A lot of you, though. Miserable as sin. The blokes are getting on with their stuff, you know. All right, mate, how's it going? Oh, hello, how are you? And they screw the face up, don't they? All I was doing was walking past on the blooming on the pavement. What's up, girls? Come on, lighten up. Enjoy your lives. Thank you. Andrew says 1,000 grams is 2.2 pounds. I think that's incorrect, Andrew. I think it's at least 15 stone, 100 grams. 100 grams must be at least 15 stone. Good morning to Ashley. Good morning, Ashley, who spent most of last night, once again, taking selfies. Oh, let's do another photo. Oh, let's do another photo. Oh, let's do another. Oh, do you want to be in this one? Let's do another one. Oh, let's do another photo. How many pictures do you think people want to see of you? That is the question. There's another one who does this, the lovely, delightful Lady Phoenix. Half her night is spent taking selfies. You got to do the lips as well, you see. Now and again, and it's actually very rare that I upload a selfie. Maybe one every couple of weeks or something like that. I don't know. But there's people in the pub. That's all they do all night long, take selfies of themselves. I said this to you a couple of weeks ago, didn't I? You know, when you see these holiday snaps. Now, Ashley is just about to go on holiday. He's going to Centre Parks, which looks a very nice place to go on holiday, actually. I think they've spent £500, rents them a 2-bedroomed, a 3-bedroomed apartment. I think one of them said £500. Scott is his other half. £500 gets a 2 or 3 bedroomed apartment, which split among a few people, I suppose, isn't too bad at all, is it? Centre Parks. And he said, I'll have to show you our holiday snaps when we come back. Oh, is it just going to be a load of pictures of him, isn't it? Oh, there's one of me. Oh, there's one of me. Oh, I'm in this one. Oh, there's another one of me. Oh, there's one of me. Oh, there's me in the distance there. That's all it is. We used to take pictures of things. You know, the Eiffel Tower. Perhaps a beautiful daffodil flowering in the middle of a grass. A couple of trees over there. Big Ben. You know, the actual resort. Perhaps the swimming pool. Oh, no, don't take a picture of the swimming pool. You taking pictures of my kids? You taking pictures of my kids? Whatever you do, do not take a picture of people in swimming pools. They go mad. They go absolutely mad. Although I don't. Sometimes I'm in the pool up the road there. And it might be half term, so you'll have some children in there, which is fine. You know, a lot of the regular swimmers, kids are in this week. Oh, come on. They're only children, for God's sake. They've got to swim as well. Stop moaning and just get on with it. Yeah, but we pay £400. Oh, please. Stop moaning. They're only children. Anyway, so there might be some children in the pool. And there's been occasions where I've spotted a parent secretly taking pictures of their children. You know, that doesn't bother me. Okay, take your pictures. I might be in a couple of the pictures myself. I don't care. Don't bother me. What you going to do with pictures of me anyway? You know, that's how it is. Just take a picture. And then someone must say, they're taking pictures over there. I'm going to go and get the governor. And the governor comes out, and of course he has to tell them not to take the pictures. I understand that. It doesn't bother me. But please, Ashley, if you're going to take pictures, then can you just show me the ones that you're not in? Because I know this sounds silly, but I know what you look like. I see you at least once a week, which is far too much to be honest, but I see you at least once a week, dear. Can you show me pictures of the resort? You know, the entertainment area, the stage, the swimming pool, the playground, whatever, the trees, the bicycle things. That's of interest to me. Not another picture of you. Here's one of me. Here's one of me. Sick of it, dear. Not opening phone lines, Heidi. No, darling. Good morning, Shania. She's on the Isle of Wight. How was church this morning? I must say, one thing in our church, we've got very good heating system in our church. It's really good. You get in there, you can take off your coat. It's lovely. I hope it's like that where your church is. Merlin says, must be the effect of supermarket shopping. I get like that with the other half. Started to consider putting a lead on him. Why, does he wander off? My mate does that. Oh, it really annoys me. You know, you can be doing shopping together and suddenly you look back, it's gone. Hello? like it's disappeared. It's been sucked up into a spaceship somewhere. Oh, I'm terrible this morning, aren't we? Now, I like the sound of this, but why haven't we got one in here? In this morning's Daily Mail, in the science section, Virgin, that's Richard Branson's bloke thing, isn't it, has unveiled a stunning prototype of pods. I like that word, pods. Try and use that in a sentence a day. I am getting in my pod. Peas come in a pod. I like that word, pod. It's so nice and simple, isn't it? Virgin have unveiled a stunning prototype of the pods that will carry passengers at speeds of up to 760 miles per hour. In kilometres per hour. About 40,000 kilometres an hour, I would guess, something like that. 760 miles per hour when it launches its Hyperloop service in Dubai. I mean, how disappointing. Why can't we have one of those here? Why have we got to go to Dubai or something? This damn chair keeps falling off here. And what I need to do is get on the floor and move the bit of wood across again because it keeps moving. This is all held up with tape in here. Honest. Bits of string and tape everywhere holding everything together. Yes, this is in Dubai. Hyperloop's low friction design. Do you like low friction? I prefer friction, don't you? There's no point in having it low friction, is there? Hyperloop's low friction design means that passengers will be able to travel the 87 miles between the city and neighbouring Abu Dhabi in 12 minutes. Wow. A journey that takes about 90 minutes by car. This is fantastic, isn't it? 12 minutes. The concept pods give a first glimpse of the luxurious conditions inside the futuristic transport vehicles, which could be launched as soon as 2020. And it shows you pictures, and it does look very nice and all that. And it's fantastic to be able to do that journey in like 12 minutes. But in Dubai. And this is a very similar thing to the Elon Musk thing, isn't it? That he's got in Los Angeles, I think. He's building one in Los Angeles. Between Los Angeles and somewhere else. Can't remember where else. Doesn't matter where else it was. But he's building one. Why can't we have one here? 760 mile an hour. You could be in Scotland in 15 minutes. Wow. Wow. I mean, I would love one from here to North London. No longer would I have to sit in 2 hours of traffic. It's every single time. It takes me 2 hours to get to work now. This changed last October. It suddenly became 2 hours, and now it's always 2 hours to get to work. I'm sick of it. Although I say that, I've kind of got used to it a bit now, really, sitting in traffic for 2 hours. It's just the way it is, you know. Do you want to sit in traffic for 2 hours and do the job? Or don't you want the job? It's as simple as that. People say, can't you find anything closer? Well, probably not, actually. You know, if you want the work during the week, you've got to travel to London or Manchester or Birmingham or Glasgow or Cardiff. You've got to be in that city. There's nothing around here that does a karaoke during the week time. You might get a Friday or a Saturday. If you want the work, you've got to go to London. That's just how it is. You know, one of those things. It's 2 hours. Merlin says it's crazy to commute from me to Dorset to the Pullman St Pancras takes me 2.5 hours. The Pullman. Have you been on the Pullman? Is that posh train? Oh, I love it. I've never been on that. Oh, I'd love to go on that. You know, I'd like to go on the Orient Express. Very expensive to go on there. It was a good film. What was it? Murder on the Orient Express. Did you see that last year? Excellent film. You'll be able to get that on DVD and probably download now, I'd have imagined. Or I'm telling my back's starting to hurt again. I will have to finish up in a minute, boys and girls, because I need to sit on a more comfortable seat or something. Okay. Richard is doing the calculations. -5 degrees centigrade times 9.5 plus 32 is 23. Is it? You all worry so much about your numbers, don't you? People often say to me, how many people watch your show? I say, I don't know. Why would that be of interest to anyone? If one person's watching it, it's all worth doing, isn't it? Thank you. Ashley's going to take a video of the lodge and a sauna as well. Yeah, Ashley, now, there's ways of doing videos. Now, I've seen you doing videos, and it's a bit like this. You're no worse than anyone else, Ash, but you're like this. You're like, oh. This is how to do a video. I'm going to show you now. Not like that, for example. Like that and like this. Now, watch carefully, dear. Watch carefully. Notice how I stop on an item of interest. Okay? Perhaps you want to get a little bit closer like that. Nice and slowly. Not like this. Like the kids are at the concerts. Have you seen them at the Justin Bieber concerts? And then they get back and they watch them and they delete them straight away. What is the point of... Go on YouTube and you see the really bad quality videos. Steady, steady, steady. Steady all the time. Slowly moving. Panning left and right. I should have been a BT person. Ross is going. Goodbye, Ross. Thank you for joining us, Ross. Catch up on the replay later. If you want to, that is. Bye, Ross. Oh, dear. Ross says my picture sends people to therapy. I'm sure it does. Oh, look, Merlin's going on the Orient Express in March next year. That's a long way to wait. Can I ask you how much that is, Merlin? Are you going with your other half or alone? Are you going alone? Hello to Robbie. Welcome to the show, Robbie. Nice to see you. Nice to see you. Yeah, so that's how you do a video. All right, Ash? Pay full attention there. We've had 2 people die in the last couple of days. Famous people. One, for some reason, you may not have heard of it, but certainly yesterday, Emma Chambers. Emma Chambers. Now, she was the blonde divvy one in The Vicar of Dibley. Very funny and came across just as such a warm, wonderful person on there. Well, she died yesterday, 53, and it says of natural causes at 53. You know, it's so young now. Old is now like 85, you know. Middle-aged, I think, nowadays is between 40 and 65. That's middle-aged now. Old is 80 plus. I do have a joke with Ray Reynolds saying that he's quite old. Actually, 70 isn't old, Ray. I don't class 70 as old anymore. I think the older you get, then you kind of move the years, don't you? To suit yourself. Anyway, actress Emma Chambers has died at the age of 53 in the Daily Mirror today. The British star was best known for playing Alice Tinker in the BBC programme The Vicar of Dibley. Doncaster Bald star also played Honky Thacker in 1999 Richard Curtis film Notting Hill alongside Hugh Grant and Julia Roberts. A statement from her agency said she would died from natural causes and she'd be greatly missed. So presumably it sounds like, I mean, does it say... doesn't say anything more about it there, but if it's a natural causes thing, generally that means she just didn't wake up. I mean, you know, not to make light of anyone dying, fun or anything like that, but, you know, if you're going to go, really, that's the way you want to go. You want to go to bed and simply not wake up. You haven't got to worry about any illnesses. You know, maybe you've got to go to a doctor's appointment and they've just told you something terrible or something like that. I've got to worry about anything like that. You simply, you know, all right, I'm going to bed now. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye. And you go to bed and you simply don't wake up. That sounds like that's what happened there, but of course we don't know. It just said died of natural causes. So that's one. And as I say, she played such a warm character on that programme. She really did. And someone else who died just yesterday, was it yesterday or Friday? No, Friday died. And this one I didn't see this on the news at all. Maybe I missed it. Eddy Amoo. Now, you don't know who that is, do you? Eddy Amoo. Who's Eddy Amoo? He was the singer in The Real Thing. You to me are everything, and can't get by without you, no way. And can you feel it? Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Eddy Amoo, lead singer of The Real Thing. Eddy Amoo, on the BBC website, one of 1970s soul band, The Real Thing, who had hits including You to Me Are Everything and Feel the Force. Can you feel the force? Has died. He was 73. He was a vocalist and songwriter. I didn't know they were from Liverpool. I thought they were American. How stupid am I? I know so little about them. Honestly, actually, I was a DJ for so many years, and I actually don't know that much about music. I don't know anything about record labels, really. I know Motown, and I know the sort of purpley coloured one. I can't remember what it is now. Don't really know anything about labels. Often, I'll see someone, I don't know what band they're in. I like the music, I like the way it sounds, I know some of the words, that's about it. I was never really into producers. Quincy Jones is probably about the only producer I could name to you. That's true. Quincy Jones is the only music producer I could name to you. I just didn't take an interest in it. People would be talking to me often, They'd come up while you're DJing and start talking about, the production's great on this one. Oh, is it? I just like the sound of it. And that's how I was. If I liked the sound of something, I played it. I wasn't interested who wrote it or who performed the instruments or anything like that. I certainly didn't know the name Eddy Amoo until I saw this story. But I got to touch him. I got to touch him at the BBC Radio London Soul Night Out back in November because they had The Real Thing on and he was there. I managed to shake his hand while he was on the stage. But he's no longer with us. He died suddenly in Australia and played tribute to him and Sheridan. Who's Sheridan? French Simon Sheridan said he died suddenly in Australia and played tribute to him as an inspirational character. And they were hugely popular, The Real Thing. In particular, I think the song You to Me Are Everything, Good. Vectis is off to have his breakfast. Enjoy your breakfast, Vectis. You're on air later on, aren't you? On Vectis Radio. He'll be on air a little bit later on. The Real Thing were on Opportunity Knocks. Were they really? I didn't know that. Did you know that, everyone? Opportunity Knocks. Da 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 da. We love Opportunity Knocks. Good. Right, I'm going to have to go now because my back is killing me staying here. Moore wants to know what camera I'm using. Okay. It's a Logitech C920. Not expensive, okay? You should be able to get one of those. If you go on eBay, there's nothing wrong with buying a webcam on eBay. You'll probably get one for 10 quid. Or you can buy a brand new one, probably about 25 to 30 pounds. Okay? Does HD 1080p. Sorry, just doing a bit technical for someone here. Okay? So it's a Logitech C920, Ma. All right? Good. Merlin's going with his other half. Fantastic. I'm going to have a look at that. Murder on the... I hope I won't be murdered on the Orient Express, will I? Let's do today's birthdays then, boys and girls. And we'll do yesterday's as well, because I didn't have a time to do yesterday. Tomorrow morning, I hopefully will be with you around about 9:15 for our chat show, because we've got the music and chat show, which I've already recorded. You can hear that tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock on uploadradio.com. If you can't wait till then, you can hear last week's uploadradio.com music and chat show. Go to uploadradio.com and you'll see Find a Show. Click on Find a Show. Click on See. Look for Chris Reardon Show. And then all my little shows are there. Old ones, playing music and a little bit of chat as well. You'll find those on there, okay? So happy birthday today on this Sunday the 25th to Kelly. 36 years old today. Kelly McDermott. Happy birthday to you, Kelly. Looking very, very beautiful, darling, with little stars around your head as well. Deirdre M. Nelson, one of our beautiful Manilow ladies, is a very young 54 today. Happy birthday, Deirdre. Maggie Taylor. Happy birthday, Maggie Taylor. Alex Ashara. Happy birthday, Alex. And Matt Rockley Sheath. It's his birthday as well. Looking very good in that picture, Matt, I have to say. Happy birthday to you. All right. Yesterday's birthdays, because we weren't here yesterday. And it was, let's have it. How did we have many yesterday? Oh, not too many. Jason Lewis. Hello, Jason. He does DJing. Jason, 42? Oh, come on, Jason. How long have we been friends, Jason? I know we've not actually met, but 42, lovely. I think you're stretching the truth there a little bit, aren't you? Happy birthday, Jason. Happy birthday to Kiko. Hello, Kiko. Happy birthday, Kiko. Lovely picture of you there. Michael Murphy. Happy birthday, Michael. Dave Cross. DJ Dave Cross. Hello, Dave. I never see you anymore. Happy birthday to you, Dave. Philippa Mihol. Happy birthday to you. I think that's a drag name. I got a feeling that's not a real name, lovey. And Salsa Strachan is a young 29 years old yesterday as well. So happy birthday to you all, gang. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. All right? There you go. Mum says it's a webcam. Yes, it is a webcam. It's a Logitech, as I say, C920, I think. If I get another webcam, though, I would go to 60 frames per second. I think Logitech do webcams that do 60 frames per second. So I would get one of those now. I don't know how much they are. I might have a look. I might treat myself to a new webcam. I've got so many webcams in here. It's unbelievable. They're everywhere. We do like a new piece of technology. Alrighty, that's it for the show today. Thanks very much for joining us, boys and girls. I should go and put my dinner in the oven. What have I got today? I'm going to do a few little Slimming World roast potatoes, which is quite nice. The 4K at 30. There is a 4K one, Moore. That's £200, though. It's quite expensive. I think you're thinking of the Logitech Brio. Yeah, that's it. You've written it there. But the Logitech Brio, you're looking at £200. It's quite. I wouldn't be spending that on the webcam. I'm sure you can get a 60 frames. I wouldn't worry about 4K. High definition is perfectly all right. And besides, I think you might have trouble getting the 4K stream out. Okay, I would stick with high definition, but go to 60 frames a second if you can, and it'll be there somewhere. All right. Thanks very much for joining us. Enjoy your Sunday, and I'll see you again tomorrow morning around about 9:15 here on Facebook Live, YouTube Live, and Periscope as well. Thanks for watching. Cheerio.